Let us discuss this
This
question
is
now,
the
and
first
the
type of
question is
reaction.
saying that a ball
So,
is dropped
if
from
I
a height
give you an
h. If
example of
t1
this,
and t2 are the time required to cover the first
hello
half
and
and the
welcome
second half
students
of the
again
motion
in this class.
respectively, then
This
what
is
is the
lecture
relation
number
between
5th
t1 and
of
t2?
this topic
Now here there we are I am
synchronous
going to
and
discuss with
stall.
you there are three
So let's
concepts
begin this
involved,
class student
that
without
is the
wasting our
distance that
time,
is covered
and
in
let's move
1
ahead
second,
on the next slide.
the ratio of the distances that is
Okay
covered in 1
students,
second,
so here we are.
2 second and
Here
3 second
we
and
will
so
talk
on
about
will be in
the
the form
bleaching
of whole
powder.
squares. 1 square
Just before
is to
the
2
previous
square is to
lecture,
3
we
square
saw that
is
how
to 4
bleach
square,
is
that is going
formed.
to give us 1 is
But
to
this
4 is to 9 is
bleach
to
is
16
different
and so
from
on, it is
that
going to continue.
bleach.
Now the logic
That
behind this is
bleach
we know that
was formed
the distance
by
covered
sodium
during the motion is
hydroxide
given by
chlorine gas.
ut plus
But
half
this is different.
gt
This is
square. Now during
bleaching
free fall this
powder.
ut becomes 0,
So
so s is
we will
equal
talk
to half
about
gt square.
first of all
Now
how is
from
it
this
formed.
equation
So
we are
guys,
getting that s
as
is
you can
proportional to
see,
t
the
square, so that
reaction
means
is written
during the
here.
first second of the
We
motion t is going
use
to be 1 square.
this slacked
During the
line line, and
during the next
chlorine
second of the
gas
motion, that is 2
produce
seconds,
this
t is going to be
bleaching
2,
powder.
3,
And the
4 and so
formula of
on.
this bleaching powder
And
is
again there is another concept, that is
CaOCH2.
the
And we
distance
also
which is
call
covered in
it
first second of the
calcium
motion to the
oxychloride,
distance covered in the
because
second
you can
second
see
to
there
third
is
second and
calcium,
so on.
oxygen
That
and
is given
chlorine.
by
It
1
is
is
known
to
as calcium
3 is to 5 is
oxychloride.
to 7 and so
Now
on, the
guys,
ratio of the odd
this
numbers.
is
The
the
logic behind
reaction
this is
of the
the distance which is
formation
covered in the
of
first,
bleaching
second,
powder.
third and fourth second,
CaOH
that
whole
is known
bar.
as the
This is
SNH, that is
dry
the distance
slacked
covered in the
line.
nth second, that is
Dry
given by u
slacked
plus a
line.
by 2 into 2n
And when
minus
you
1.
react
For
this
free fall,
with
this a is
chlorine
going to
gas,
become g and
then
u is
it
going
will
to become
form
0.
calcium
So we can get from
oxychloride,
here that
and
SNH
water will
is
also
proportional
form
to
in this
2n
reaction.
minus 1, and
So
this
I
2n
hope
minus
guys
1
this
represents the
basic
odd
reaction
numbers.
is clear to you.
So for the
Now,
first second of the
after
motion,
understanding
this
this,
n is going to be
let's
1.
talk
For
about
second n
the
is going to be
uses
2.
of this
For the
bleaching
third second of
powder.
the motion, n is going to be
So,
3.
the
And
first
another
use of
concept
this
here is
bleaching powder
the time
to
taken to cover
bleach
equal
cotton and
distances.
linen in the
Time
textile
taken to cover
industries. As you can
equal
understand by
distances.
the name,
The
that is
ratio of
bleaching
time
powder,
taken
so it
to
should be
cover equal
used to
distances
bleach
is
the
given
things.
by
So it is
root
used
1
for
is to
bleaching.
root 2 minus root 1
It
is
is
to root
used
3 minus
for
root 2
bleaching
and so
cotton
on. It is going to continue.
and
Now this is the
linen
concept that we are going to apply in this
in
question. This
textile
question is
industries.
asking a ball is dropped from certain
Hello
height,
dear student,
that is
you are
h.
again very welcome in
We
this
do not
class.
need to h
This
in
is
our
lecture number
calculations,
3rd
so let
of
us
this
assume it
amazing
to be h.
topic,
From here the ball
acids
is
and
dropped,
salt.
and
So
for the
let's
first
begin
half
this.
of the motion, that is h by 2.
Okay.
The second half of
So
the motion
we
is
will
h by
try
2.
to
It is
understand
taking
the
time
concept
t1 to
of
cover h by 2
indicators.
height
Okay,
and
this is
t2 to
our
cover
first
next h
topic
by
in
2
today's
height. So we
lecture.
can
So what are the
understand from
indicators?
here that
So the
this
chemical
is the case of
substances
time taken
which
to
help
cover
to
equal
detect
distances.
nature of
So
the
we
other
can write
chemicals
t1 by
are known
t2
as
is equal
indicators.
to root 1
Because
by
I
root
told
2
you
minus root
that
1. We know very
there
well
are
that
two
root
type
1 is
of
equal to
nature,
1.
acid
So we can write it like
and
this:
base.
t1 by t2 is equal to
Okay,
1 by root 2
and
minus root
neutral is
1.
also a
And
type
from
of
here
nature,
we can rearrange the
but
terms to
mainly we
arrive
are
at the
talking
answer.
about
That
acid
is equal
and
to
base.
t1
So if
into root
a
2
substance
minus
is
1
not
is equal
acidic,
to t2.
you can say
This
it
is
is
our
neither
final
acidic
answer. Let us
nor
confirm this
basic,
with the answer slide
then
as well.
it will be
Yes, the
neutral.
answer is
So it
t2 is
is
equal to root 2
automatically
minus 1
understood.
into t1.
But